Hello, my name's Rob and this is my showcase video of my redesign of the Slim World app. I will be first outlining the main parts of the project proposal. The project has been informed by the project proposal. My personal goals for this project were to create a detailed UX case study for my portfolio. The redesign goals are to discover the pain points of the current app and to solve these issues by creating an innovative app while maintaining the Slim World brand. These goals have been achieved, as you'll see throughout the presentation, and in more detail in the main artifact. The key findings from the survey were that many people were not filling the food planners every day. Also, a lot of users were using the app while food shopping, yet there's no support on the app during shopping. The food search also is the most useful feature, yet it's most difficult to find on the home screen. Lastly, eating out and socialising hindered people's weight loss the most, and yet again there's no support in the app for this activity. These key research points from the proposal directly inform my development process. The research defined 9 pain points within the current app, and these created a problem statement where Slim World members need an app that supports them on their weight loss journey to keep them motivated throughout and maintain their target weight. That development process was done in 5 sprints. The first 4 sprints were defining the issue, ideating around the issue to create a prototype that would be usability tested. Next came the design phase, using the research from the proposal to shape the ideation. The ideation started by using the current feature list and then adding the redesigned features. This fed the card sort, which created the new navigation. From the survey, success stories were one of the least useful features on the app, yet it had a prime position on the old navigation. The new navigation moved the More button to the top bar and added an Add to Planner button, which can be pressed on any screen. This is because this was one of the most used features of the app. On the right, you can see the main screens I've chosen from my Design Studio activity. I tried to keep some consistency from the old app to give familiarity to older members, which is an important design principle. As you can see, the consistency is well kept with a small mini navigation bar on the recipe screen and the community. From the ideation screens, they turned into low fidelity wireframes that later turned into high fidelity for usability testing. I made high fidelity prototypes for testing because of learnings from this degree that doing testing on low fidelity wireframes, users got confused about the content that wasn't there and didn't consider usability of the app. Next started the testing of the app. There were 4 usability tests completed in weeks 3, 6, 9 and 12. The testing method was done in person and remote using Zoom. All participants were either current or non-Slim World members between the age of 13 and 55 years old. The first usability tests were around testing the overall navigation, usability and the main features of user journey. As you can see on the left here is a walkthrough of all 6 tasks that participants were expected to complete. Please view the full video after the presentation. The key results from usability test 01 were that most of the key features and navigation were described as easy and no problems by the participants. However, the biggest issue was that all participants could not find the meal planner in the app and kept looking in the food planner. Additionally, 40% did not know they could use the community feature to search for recipe ideas and save the recipe and find it after, confused many of them. From the first usability test, 16 issues were identified. Here are the iterations from the key findings on the previous page. Stop users from getting confused with the food planner and the meal planner. The meal planner name changed to meal prep. Participants that struggled to find the saved recipes can now view the saved recipes in the recipe tab in the navigation. To help participants find the saved items once they have saved it, a banner will now drop down with a link to all their saved items. The second usability test was around testing the failed task from tester 1 and using real-world tasks and making sure participants understood the content. As you can see on the left here is a walkthrough of all the 6 tasks that participants were expected to complete. Again, please view the full video after to see the tasks. The key results from the usability test 02 were that all users found and understood how the points reward system worked, as well as earning points for the daily quiz. Interestingly for me, 100% of participants understood how to interact with the AR meal scanner. The negative findings were that 40% of participants still could not find the meal prep feature. All participants didn't know they could quick swipe to add food to the planner, and lastly, 40% of users got confused with the heart saved icon. From the second usability test, 5 issues were identified. Here are the iterations from the key findings on the previous page. To help users access the meal prep, I helped the participants still get confused between the meal prep and food planner by allowing them to access the meal prep by going forward on the meal planner date. To make users understand they can quick swipe to quickly add food to the planner, a mini tutorial shown when I first accessed that screen. To stop participants getting confused with the saved icon, 4 designs were proposed and ready to be tested in the next test. Additionally, at this stage, I started to look at the visual design of the app and analysed the current app and the Slim World website visual design. This led to 3 proposals, 1 which used the current Slim World logic with a bold red top bar, 2 which had a minimal design and less colour, and lastly 3 was brighter and bolder to create a fun design. As you can see, all designs have the light and dark mode to solve the issue that most people use the app during the evening. The third usability test was around testing the failed task on test 02 and testing each visual proposal. as well as the real daily tasks. As you can see on the left here is a walkthrough of all 7 tasks the participants were expected to complete. Please view all tasks after. The key results from Usability Test 03 were that all participants completed the tasks which have failed in the previous test. Interestingly though, 80% of participants thought the bookmark icon was the clearest, yet in test 01 it was very confusing. However, 60% of participants still didn't know how to move items from the breakfast to the lunch part of the planner, and wouldn't use the drag feature. A few participants thought the onboarding was long and boring. To test the visual design of the app, 5 questions were asked to participants about each proposal, and this left me with a total score for each design. As you can see, the first proposal, which uses the same logic as the current SlimWorld app, was a participant's favourite. From the third usability test, 3 issues were identified. Here are the iterations on the key findings on the previous page. As many users said they would not use the drag feature to edit the planner, they can now click on the item and edit everything from the new page. To make the onboarding less boring, there's now a mini video on each step of the onboarding to make it a more engaging experience. Lastly, the bookmark icon was chosen by the participants as a new saved icon, which has now been added. The full usability test was around testing all 3 journeys to make sure the most important tasks are easy for all participants. As you can see on the left here is a walkthrough of all 7 tasks. Please view this after so you can see all the tasks. Key results from test 04 were that all tasks were completed by all the participants with no failures. There's only one issue, that some users wanted to search by ingredients through the recipe search instead of using the What's in my fridge feature. Next, I'll talk about the 3 main functions of the redesign of the app. The home page has now had a complete redesign from the current one. The main functions allow users to access all features within a few taps. The new home screen shows pain points 2 and 3. Pain point 2, where food search found that users dislike scrolling to find the food search, which is the most useful feature. Now users can tap on the top of the screen to access it. Pain point 3, navigation of the app, found that home screen does not have much value. Now users have a lot of functionality and valuable information all on one screen with links to other parts of the app. These new functions benefit the user by being able to view and interact with the most important features all on one page. The home page can now be customized to suit users' needs. The food panel allows users to log their food they have eaten throughout the day and track the SlimWorld diet. This has solved the food planner pain point, where users express the issue that there are many obstacles in filling out the planner. To solve the process, users can now quick swipe to add food and get suggested items based on food they add frequently. The new features benefits users by making users' frequent features tasks quicker. Users are more likely to use the app and create a successful SlimWorld experience. The meal suggestion feature helps users who are struggling with ideas to cook by selecting ingredients they have in the fridge and receive recipe ideas based on them. This solves pain point 5, cooking and preparing meals. Many users struggle with the idea to cook and lost motivation in their diet. This function gives users new ideas to cook while reducing food waste. This benefits the user by giving members ideas on what to cook, allowing them to stay motivated and achieve their SlimWorld goals. Next, I'll talk about the innovation areas of the app. The biggest area of innovation in redesign was applying gamification to the app to make users more motivated to lose weight and have a successful SlimWorld experience. The main part of the gamification is a points-based reward system, where at 34.5% of members use the app multiple times a day. This means not everyone is filling their food pan every day. Users can now earn points for just using the app, increasing their engagement. The points the users receive are kept in the SlimWorld shop, where they can be spent on items and services that aid their SlimWorld experience. To earn additional points, users can join and complete challenges. The challenges are all based around using the app more frequently to increase engagement. Many current users do not use the app multiple times a day. Giving them nudges to remind users to fill out their food planner keeps them on track with their SlimWorld plan. From the proposal, I learned that gamification increases motivation. To expand the motivation, a daily quiz has been added to design. When users complete the quiz, they receive points, but as well, they're gaining knowledge about the SlimWorld and helpful nutritional knowledge. In a survey, 86.2% of users believe that SlimWorld community encourages them to lose weight, yet there is no community feature in the app. Users can now share fitness tips, recipe ideas, success stories, and articles all in one place. Another area of innovation was how to solve members' weight loss hinders. 65.5% of members found eating out and socialising hindered their weight loss, yet there's no support in the current app. Using an AR scanner, members can scan the menu to find which meal best suits SlimWorld. The app is now giving members the support they need, while giving members control of their own diet. Additionally, the project proposal discovered just 1 poor night's sleep affected weight loss. The app does not currently support members in this issue. By adding a sleep tracker connected with other devices, allows members to view all weight loss support in one place and give a reason if a member is struggling with their weight loss. The app becomes innovative because there is no other weight loss app that combines all these features together. The new features create a platform that gives users trust and can give support to the weight loss journey and hopefully more people on a successful weight loss journey. Please view the user journey UI walkthroughs after the presentation or in the main artifact video. Lastly is a review and retrospective of the redesign. So what went well for the project? Extensive usability testing gave important insights that guided the project. My timekeeping was on track, and I learned lots of new features in Adobe XD, and I applied skills from my professional role to the project. But what was lacking? Half the participants for testing were not SimWorld members. Also, I needed more time for ideation and felt rushed into wireframing. When applying the visual design, it took longer than expected, and my visual designs were lacking. The action I will take is to recruit more SimWorld members into the next test, and allow more time in the project plan for ideation and visual design. LinkedIn learning calls will be done to improve my visual skills. So what's next for the project is that the iterations for the results of Test 04 to be applied, and to study and learn Flutter to build a developed app. This will expand my understanding of what developers need and progress me as a designer. Thank you for watching.